welcome back to my channel. So I am finally returning to conspiracy theories. A lot of you guys asked and I really miss doing them, so I am back doing one of my all-time favorite conspiracies, which I personally believe, and this is the Ancient Aliens conspiracy. Now, of course, you guys are open to make your own opinion, whether you believe in it like I do, whether you don't believe in it, whether you're in the middle or you just don't know. That's all up to you. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So what is the conspiracy? So the conspiracy basically says that aliens have been here since our ancient civilizations. It's also possible that aliens could have been here before the first humans. They could have been here during the evolution also of humans. Now, the most well-known, I believe, fact, proof that they have are the pyramids of Egypt. Now, if you don't know, those are really heavy blocks, huge, heavy blocks. Lots of them. It took years to build, and they were building it for their gods, goddesses. Now, lots of ancient alien theorists believe that the gods, goddesses were actually aliens. Now, why would you think that? Is because clearly they were worshiping something, they have gods and goddesses because they were seeing something. They of course are trying to figure out how to explain lightning, how to explain an earthquake. Of course, they're trying to figure out how to explain it, and they put it as, a god or a goddess. But at the same time, what is it that they're actually seeing? Because they are seeing something that's making them create these things. And if you look in the hieroglyphics, a lot of the hieroglyphics, they have, pictures of a spaceship and a saucer, and people actually using technology, like a car and jets and those types of things. And I will include pictures of those. But basically, what are those things, Because this was thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. Now here we are today, and we have those things that you're seeing in those hieroglyphics. We have a spaceship now. We definitely have a jet and all these types of things now. We have planes, and they clearly, as far as we know, they don't have that. So how did they know about these things? How did they build the pyramids? So a lot of people do think that aliens, they helped back then because we weren't necessarily as smart as we are now. And I guess you could say that we weren't as savage as we've become now, because to them right now, if aliens were to come out of nowhere, people would probably assume that they're starting a war or they're attacking the planet. And what are we going to do? We're going to attack them. So to ancient alien theorists, they believe that, back then, since they weren't as smart, I guess you could say, about that, they weren't as savage or more defensive of power like they are right now, then that's why they reached out back then, thousands and thousands of years ago, because people back then weren't as, hostile towards other beings, and these people, they just say, they actually are trying to help these people, they helped them build the pyramids. Now, as I said, the pyramids of Egypt are probably the most popular pieces of evidence that ancient alien theorists do have, because it leads into many more different types of theories. So the next one that also includes the pyramids of Egypt are the pyramids that you see in Latin America and even possibly Stonehenge in England. So basically, I think you guys can kind of tell where this is going, because there's pyramids in Egypt and then there's pyramids halfway around the world in Latin America, and these two civilizations, these two groups never ever had any type of contact. How is it that they built basically the same type of looking thing that had the exact same purpose, and they were actually built like almost exactly the same, because the blocks over here were like literally the same way and almost the same dimensions as the ones in Egypt. So how is it that both of these, groups of people created the same thing, never had any type of contact? They made this exact same thing. Like I said, it looks very similar, and it had the very same purpose, for their gods and goddesses, and of course for bearing their kings, queens, princes, princesses, the royal families. They had the same purpose. And of course, in both of them, they also put their gold, their jewelry, all of their valuables also with the rulers and their families. So, like, it's not the most crazy, thing. Like, for me, I think I would say that, it is always definitely possible that they all made pyramids, but at the same time, they're both also used for the same purposes. They were built in different time periods. It's also very hard to believe that they built all this within 2 years time or something, all of these pyramids. So that's kind of it makes you wonder. Another one of the things that the pyramids also do lead into is, like I said, what are they used for? We know what they are used for, but apparently when you draw a map, and I will show that map right here, the pyramids over here, and a couple other different buildings, they all connect in this shape, this series. And lots of people think, is it possible that this is some type of energy source? Is this why the ancient aliens were here? They help these people, they help these people, they help these people, and then all of that matches up because it gives them a power source or some type of thing like that. So that's what a lot of people do believe, that they could have been using us, I guess you could say, but they weren't being bad. So they were using us to create their own, energy source, but at the same time, they were helping us to build our own things, and so it wasn't all that bad, and it really wasn't. That's what they're saying. None of them say that anything bad did happen. So this is basically going to be part 1 of a multi-part Ancient Aliens video series, because there's a lot to cover, and I would really love to cover it all in one video, but if I could cover it all in one video, my video would probably be a couple hours long. So I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna leave you at that. What do you guys believe with the pyramids and all of that? Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. I mean, that is just part 1, but there's a whole more, so much more. And I really do recommend watching the series. I think it's on the History Channel. It's called Ancient Aliens, and they explain it so much better. They're on I don't know what season they're on, the 13th season, and they have hour-long episodes, and their seasons run for a long time, and it's still going on today. So I definitely recommend that you check that out. But for now, that is it. If you guys want more parts to this Ancient Aliens series, I will be glad to make more. Like I said, this is one of my favorite conspiracies. So if you guys want that, let me know. And then, yeah, that is it. I hope you guys are a little bit more woke now. And yeah, until next time, adios. Baby,